mistake. A child not responsible for how I get here. Some of the young girls, I wish there was a way that we could talk to them. But at one time we were young and we were doing things, and we all have done things. I tell you all the time, I would never be the one that sit up there and play that. I ain't never did this, I ain't never did that. I'll be the one that say, man, I sure wish I hadn't did this, or man, if I hadn't did that. That's more of my style when it comes to explaining the situation. Because 9 times out of 10, I've done a lot of it. I ain't proud of it. And then a lot of people, if you don't know about it, it really none of your business. And that's where we make another mistake. I need to express myself. You don't have to run up and tell everybody everything that you used to do. You make a fool out of yourself. Because most of the people you talk to, they ain't say, they don't really care what you did, but they glad to know it, that's where they gonna use on you. Well, he used to do this, he had already told me he done this here before, she already told me this is what she used to do, and then when you start telling them what you used to do, oh, okay, they don't put you in a box, they don't want you around. Anybody telling y'all these kind of things? Y'all pray for me now. I tell you, it's work to do up here. But God been so good to me, and I've been so blessed to be able to go and do it. Thank God that I stopped by and I talked with John Higgs, and periodically I try to talk with him on a weekly basis, and he listens to the radio station sometime, and I'm grateful for that. But we have what we have now, we have a code of silence when it comes to some problems that are going on in the family, in the church, in relationships, in communities. And I hate to see anybody have a bad relationship because of somebody else in their business. And once again, when you get up there and you tell all your business, you can do it in church. You got some church folk raising hell, in public and in private. I was telling my friend, I talked to my cousin a while ago, and I said, hey, you know what? I said, what, Ro? I said, you still got some old folk that got game and try to do little sneaky stuff and try to raise hell. And you got old folk that raise some good hell now. Some old people. If they got their mind set on being the devil, get out the way. Because if an old person got their mind set on being the devil, you better leave them alone. Because they got game. An old devil, I'm talking about one old hell raiser, you leave them alone now. Because ain't nothing you can do with that right there. But get somewhere and sit down. Because they'll have you acting a fool. And then they'll get over there in the corner, but they got a game out of this world. Because God don't bless them to get old. Everybody ain't going to heaven. I might get to hell with a lot of my friends. Just being honest with you. But you got some old folk. They'll tear the house down in less than a minute if you let them. But not all of them. There's some sweet old people. So I gotta talk about everybody. I can't just talk about the good, and I just can't talk about the bad. This is the difference between me and a lot of people. You got some preachers, and you got some speakers, and you got some ministers. Only thing they're gonna do is try to make you happy and make you feel good. Not here. I'm gonna make you see exactly what's going on, where you working at, where you living at, and what you doing. It would be nice if I just get up here and sugarcoat everything and just make sure that everything is so beautiful and so perfect, and you just a perfect gentleman. You got 2 girlfriends, you like to get drunk all the time, you out there messing with other folk, and you out there destroying little children. No, I'm not the one for that. The truth. Like you got all these musicians out here that love these little boys and all kind of things. I don't understand how they get turned around doing things backward. It don't work that way. People, y'all tell the truth, y'all have a better service. It might take a little while because you don't messed up so long on the way trying to get there. You want people to be satisfied with you, but you don't want to tell them the truth. If I got to preach a lie, or I got to preach from one set of, and especially if you got, I ain't gonna even go there because I got to situate myself so I can stand strong when I go there. Cause I want to knock the whole 10 pins.